Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Marcus Speaks. What is up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Marcus Speaks Live, the very podcast that gives you trending topics and other random stuff. I want to welcome y'all here. I want y'all to get comfortable because we're about to have fun tonight. Other than that, hold on one second. I'm having some issues with my green screen. One second. All right. All right. So I'm gonna have to crop this over. All right. So, welcome to the show. Hope you guys enjoy yourselves because we are going to have a great show. In the meantime, if you could, like this video, share this video, and subscribe if you are new here. And hit that bell icon to so y'all can get all of my notifications once I drop a video. All right. I want to go through a few promotions before we go through, or before we get to the show. So please bear with me. Please don't be shy. The live chat is open. Please do your best, and I'm frozen. Hold on. Anyway, this damn OBS is just giving everybody issues. The live chat is open, people. Please do yourself a favor. Write in the live chat and continue on the conversation that we will be having. But if you could, do me this one favor, please. On Fridays, I do a game stream called Marcus Speaks Play. Next week, we will be playing Horizon Forbidden West, the DLC that's dropping next week. I will be playing the Burning Shores DLC of Horizon Forbidden West. So if you want to tune into that, please tune in next Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But on Saturdays, I was about to say Sunday. On Saturdays, I do this here podcast, Marcus Speaks Live, also at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please do not forget. Come and check me out. Please know what your time zones are. And while you are doing that, please subscribe to this here channel, Marcus Speaks, and go into the description box for me, because right underneath of the YouTube channel link, there's my Rumble link. Because if things get spicy here with the conversation, I would like to, start dual casting, and if things get spicy over here, we can head on over to Rumble. But I need like 20 some odd subscribers to do that. So if you guys can do that for me, please go over to Rumble and subscribe. Now, if you want to come up and join the show and talk about these here topics that I will be speaking about tonight, you can by hitting the link that is pinned in the live chat, or you can call the channel number at 302-283-9791. Again, the number is 302-283-9791. All right? So have at it, but there are some rules when it comes to either if you hit the link or if you call in. Those rules are, which mainly pertain to the link, is you must be on camera at all times. Please do yourself a favor. Once you come back here, there's a question in the private chat that I have for you guys. Please do yourself a favor. Answer that question for me with your name and your answer for me so I can further accommodate you. All right? If you don't want to be on camera, that is fine. You have either the call in number, or you can just come when you answer the question back here in the live chat. If you say no, I don't want to be on camera, that's fine. To the public, if you don't want to be on camera, that's fine, but you still have to be on camera here on the backstage, so I know who I am speaking with. And the third rule pertains to the link and the number. Please silence all background noise. I'm trying to run at least a semi-professional show here. So if you could, please silence all background noise. Go to a nice secluded spot in your house where you can muffle out or mute out the noise in your house. Please do me that favor so I can further accommodate you ahead. Now, once again, if you can, like this video, subscribe if you're new here, hit that bell icon to all, and share this to your respective social medias if you could. The lower third, which just start, not the lower third, the scrolling ticker would just start it over. You can find me that, find all of my social medias. What else can you find there? Some things you can recommend me. Let me know either here in the live chat or in the comment section, or you can hit me up in my DMs and let me know what you want to hear here on this show. All right. So, with that being said, before we go forward, all articles and all videos I will be playing are accredited in the description box. And you might be thinking to yourself, videos? Yeah, videos. See, here I like to play videos because it helps further my point of what I'm talking about because, you know, everyone likes watching videos, and I'm pretty sure what I'm saying, you probably like, well, I don't believe that. And then I play the video, like, oh, okay, I understand what you're saying. That's the whole reason why I do it. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I want to do a thing to where when I play these videos, to where I won't get in trouble, which is called fair use. If you guys don't know what fair use is, well, this is what fair use is. Hello, everyone. I'm going to tell you about fair use. It's the law. Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyright motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107. All right, that's fair use, people. Um, so I want to start the show out with a little bit of banter. It's not much. It's just some things that I've been seeing over on the news. I like watching the news because the news is, it helps you further understand some things most of the time. I believe the saying goes of how Denzel Washington says it: if you read the news, you're misinformed. If you don't read the news, you're ill-informed. And I forgot the other part to it, but you catch the drift. Basically, it's just you got to watch the news and know what's going on. Me myself personally, I teeter on watching alternative news more than regular mainstream news. Like I would say in my news diet, it's 90% alternative, 10% mainstream. Just to get a good even balance, because the mainstream people, they mainly lying to you. So with these guys who just have a dime and a dream, you know what I'm saying? They help out here helping people understand what really is going on out here in these streets. But what I want to talk about, in the banter before we get to the main part of the show today is, have you guys heard about that guy that leaked the Pentagon documents? Um this shit's crazy, man. If you guys don't know what's going on, I have a video that I want to share, and I hope it plays. I hope it plays. Um, if it doesn't play, then I don't know what the hell to tell you. I might have to bring it up on my other screen, and we'll listen from there. So I want to catch this at the right moment. Okay, you guys can't hear that, so I will have to bring it up on my other screen. So give me a second, please, where I can find my Twitter. So hopefully you guys can hear from here. Let's see. All right, right here.
Explode. That's the only way I can react to. I think my brain's going to explode. That's the only way I can react to this news right now. Okay? Do you remember during last month, we all sat through that TikTok committee hearing and we just heard about how, they were grilling the TikTok CEO and they were screaming at him that it was all Chinese spyware and they're going to steal our information. While that was happening last month, documents from the Pentagon were being leaked online from January until very recently. And we had no idea where the documents were coming from. There were members of the Department of Defense thinking this was a high-level member of the bureaucracy that was being blackmailed, maybe somebody who was being paid off, all these different things. And we finally have the answer, and it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It was a Discord server. It was a Minecraft Discord server. Hundreds of documents putting our entire spy network at risk. And it was not TikTok. It was a Discord server where people discuss Minecraft and share racist memes called Thug Shaker Central. It was full of a bunch of teenagers. And one teenager was a 21-year-old guy named Jack Texiera. And Jack posted on there trying to get clout. Jack posted, all you guys are nothing but a bunch of betas. I have high-level military clearance. And somebody replied, no, you don't, you cuck. So Jack started posting pictures of Ukrainian battle plans, lists of spies all over the world that are helping America. Oh my God. He didn't do this for political reasons. He didn't do this for an ideology. He did this because he's fucking sad and had access because he works in IT. And everyone in our government's so old, no one thought, don't give the 21-year-old guy who's on Discord servers all day access to the United States worldwide intel network. Now, we're going to have to sit through a House committee of new congressmen and senators sitting there with their questions for the CEO of Discord. They're going to have to say things like, I see on Discord you have a thing called Discord kittens. Tell me, does uwu mean a good thing, yes or no? That's what we're going to have to sit through. There's going to be a member of Congress who's going to have to ask the question. We were reading through the chat logs here, and it says, Tracer Rule 34 Futon. I was going to try to look that up on my phone, but my intern knocked my phone out of my hand. Is that part of the Chinese spy network? I'm dead serious. This is so dumb. And it's because our government's run by the oldest people possible while our technology has been advancing faster than they ever have. We have members of Congress who are older than television.
Oh, shit. So, there you have it. There you have it, people. That's what's going on in the news right now. So let's unpack this real fast. Like, let's spend a few minutes on this. So we've been bombarded with certain stories. We've been bombarded with the Trump stuff. We got bombarded with the spy balloon. We got bombarded with I think there was another spy balloon. We got bombarded with all these stories. Now, some people are saying in like the alternative news spaces that the spy balloon, the Chinese spy balloon, was the cause of this. This is what some people are saying on the alternative side. Now, I don't know how to swing that. I'm not too sure how they got to that conclusion, but I would say it sounds like it adds up because, excuse me, because this kid that he was talking about, what's his name, Jack Texiero, whatever. He gained access to those documents and just shared them on Discord. Now I have a Discord, um, and he was just on there on, I guess, on a Minecraft server, and he's just dropping shit from the Pentagon. Now, although we know this now that the young man has been arrested for this and stuff like that. Um, I just want to say this: people, quit fucking around with the government, because the government gonna fuck around with you. You're not gonna like it after a while, and which they're already kind of fucking with us right now. But it's like you gotta be smarter than what he did. Like, he's just out here sharing sensitive information. Now, this kid could be looking at 50 so years, probably more, in federal prison after this. Like, he's just out here just doing whatever the hell he wants to do. So, um, but we did learn a few things with those documents being leaked, such as how the mainstream news keeps lying to us, saying that Ukraine is winning the war, and they're so happy. It's more so like the left-leaning news talks about that. But the documents say different. The documents say that Russia's winning, which I've been saying that since the inception of the war that started last year. But who am I? I'm just a small YouTuber. But I will say this. I also told you guys that last year, me and a female coworker of mine was talking, and she brought up how her sister was in Nashville, Tennessee, and she said that she was speaking to a couple guys at a bar that were a part of the U.S. military, and they told her that they're going to be deploying out to Ukraine to help with the efforts. Now, none of this gained traction. None of those videos where I spoke about that, none of it got any sort of traction to where people will start talking about it. But I believe I was the one and only person who spoke about that, and within those Pentagon papers, it's true. The U.S. is over there fighting alongside of Ukraine, but they started hiding all this from us as if we wouldn't find out. Now, I will say, to the the guy's logic that was shouting on screen just a moment ago, um, we told you so. That's all we got to say. Now the Discord CEO is gonna have to do like an 8-hour thing with with Congress about how does Discord work now, and how is it possible that Jack was able to put those documents on Discord and shared sensitive information, or why didn't the people at Discord catch this and all of this and come out with a public apology? We're gonna be sitting through that once again. They did it with the big three. They did it with Twitter, Google, and Facebook, I believe, in 2001. Then they did it again early 2002. Then they sat with the people who worked at Twitter that Elon fired. They talked to them about how Twitter was working and how they were coming up with ways of how to stop certain things from happening. and now we got Discord coming on there. So I spoke about last week the Restrict Act, and it goes in, a lot of things when it comes to like not just TikTok, like VPNs and sharing certain information and keeping certain information off, and you know if certain information gets shared, you either pay a fine up to 250,000, if not $1 million, or up to $1 million, or you'll spend 20 years in jail and stuff like that. It's like, damn, like all this is coming full circle now, and nobody gives a damn. And it's like, well, if you don't give a damn now, just wait until that discussion that Congress has with the Discord CEO and see where we stand when it comes to certain things when it comes to social media. All right, so that's all that I really have to say about that. I just thought it was an interesting story to start off with. But let's get into the main thing, the shebang bang of all of this. Let's go over the overview of the main topic. And tonight I am talking about the Freaknik documentary is coming to Hulu. And it got all of them goddamn aunties and your dads and your moms and your uncles all scared, even your older cousins. So the documentary is going to be focused on 94 Freaknik, I believe, and how it started out just as a picnic for some surrounding colleges such as Spelman and Morehouse, and then other ones came in to the fray that was in the city, and then it just exploded because people across the nation learned about it from your hood to my hood to they hood, and people started finding out about what Freaknik was, and they went and they had fun and they recorded the whole damn thing. But now there's a certain party goer that went that's kind of scared right now. Let's see what she has to say.
Y'all, I don't know. We might be in trouble. Did y'all see Hulu is about to release a documentary about 94 Freaknik? Yes. 1994 Freaknik. Yes. They are about to release a documentary. So, I'm just, now I've been to several Freakniks. 94 was one that I attended. So I'm just praying that Jesus be a fence. I'm praying that Jesus just be a big, tall.
Don't you pray to Jesus now. Now, you was probably calling on God when you was down there, but not in the way that we all think that you was calling on God. But another way you was calling on God down there. We all know what the fuck was going on down Freaknik. Hell, I have a secondhand account of what happened down at Freaknik. I have a friend. My friend's name is Tim, and my friend Tim attended Freaknik, and he told me all about it. So, just a helpless reminder to all of those aunties and uncles and moms and dads out there. You caught. We caught you, damn it. Now, luckily, my parents, they were too old to go. They were in their 30s at the time when all of this was going on. So, it was no reason for them to go. Now, my dad, I don't know if he probably went, but, we'll see when the doc comes out. But I know my mom wasn't there for the simple fact that she was taking care of 3 kids and, she had a full-time job. So I know she didn't go. But my dad, Pop, if I see you in any of these goddamn documentary scenes, I'm going to call you and chastise the hell out of you, all right? Let's keep going with what she has to say about all of this because she's shaking, all right? And everybody else her age is shook as well.
Privacy fence. That's my prayer. this Easter, this Good Friday. That's my prayer. So, I will say this though. I will say this. Like when they would bring out those video cameras and start recording, I immediately removed myself from the that situation. I never ever was okay with being recorded out there. So hopefully that worked to my benefit, but you never know. You never know. So the only thing I got is if you see your girl in the documentary, hey man, at least I'm fully clothed. At least all my clothes is on. That's all I got. That's the best I got. But yeah, y'all, they about to put our business out in the street. Some of us might be on TV. So get your parental controls together. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
What am I in the kitchen cooking up now? So me and Jermaine Dupree got together to present to the world Freaknik. And all you motherfuckers are nervous. Hey! All of y'all who went to Black College Weekend in Daytona Beach, don't laugh. You can get got too.
Now, Uncle Luke, which was a main contributor to Freaknik with his songs, if you don't know, All Me So Horny or, Doo Brown or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of things going on. Hopefully this video that I'm about to play does not get me flagged or banned because I don't want to get flagged. I'm sorry, I did the wrong thing. I don't want to get flagged or banned from this for the simple fact that the video I'm about to show, which I'm gonna talk through it. I'm not gonna play the actual audio from it. I'm just gonna play the I'm just gonna play. Hold on. I'm just gonna play the video. I'm not gonna play the audio from it. So I got this this article from the Daily Mail, and they titled it. You can get the full title in the description, but the title that I used was Hulu doc about Atlanta's infamous Freaknik Festival, aka I forgot what it was called, the college picnic or something like that. I don't know. In the '90s, sparks panic. So a few things we'll be going over today is a variety confirmed last week during Easter weekend that that Hulu is working on a new movie about the event. Also, many people who attended the party are worried their wild days will be exposed. That means a lot of you aunties and uncles and moms and dads and cousins out there, y'all about to get exposed. And exposed you guys are going to be because there was a lot of shit that happened. Now, it took place in the '90s and saw people dancing and partying on the streets. So, as I go through this, I will also be showing some pictures, of what was going on. So, this is just a picture that I used for my thumbnail and stuff like that. But this is what the streets looked like during those times. Now, so I'll come in and come out of showing pictures and stuff like that as we go. Because I kind of want you guys to see what's going on back here, to learn some of the historians' accounts on this. So let's get into the article. So, an up-and-coming Hulu documentary about Atlanta's 1994 Freaknik Festival has left some Gen Xers terrified that NSFW footage. I have no idea what that stands for. NSFW. I don't know what that stands for. Of them at the celebration is about to resurface. Now, I don't know if it's Gen X. Yeah, that is Gen Xers. I'm sorry. Uh, Variety confirmed last week that a brand new movie about the event Freaknik, the wildest party never told, is is in the works. But the announcement resulted in quite an online uproar. Many people who attended the Rager throughout the 90s are now worried that videos of them doing something risque may pop up in the doc. Now, you guys are watching what's going on in the back there. Uh, Man, there was a lot of things going on that around then, man. Because I was on Twitter. And I saw some of the craziest stuff I have ever seen when it comes to Freaknik. So one of the pictures, and I'm not going to show them. I'm not going to show those pictures because there was a lot of raunchy ass pictures around there. So, one of the photos I saw was a police officer, an Atlanta police officer, full frontal. He's by a car, spreading some butt cheeks. You can see. What's that song that's out now by that one female rapper? It's called Pound Town. She says something. My pussy pink, my booty hole brown. You can see the whole entire thing. The whole entire like you can see the whole thing. And the police officer was proud as shit. He was smiling and shit. Like I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then you see all the other footage of dudes acting crazy and shit like that. So I was like, damn, like that was the shit that was going on then. So it's a lot of photos out there. Like I think they're trying to pin some chick that doesn't look like the lady that I showed earlier in the earlier video. They try to put her put her side by side some picture, and a lot of people say, well, that's not her. And I looked, I said, man, that ain't her. Like get the hell out of here. So let's continue with the article. So it says Freaknik was a yearly party held in Georgia during spring break. It began in 1983 as a small picnic hosted by the DC Metro Club, but by the 90s, it had become one of the biggest events in the southern state. It was mostly attended by college students who were celebrating the break from school. Branded as Atlanta's most infamous street party to the week-long festival saw attendees dancing, singing, and partying with one another through the streets of Atlanta, which at the time I think they said around like the 90s, it brought in like $20 million of revenue to the city. So although shit got funny after a while, it was bringing revenue to the city. So I'm pretty sure that the mayor and, people like that wasn't really minding what was going on. But when shit started going left, I'm pretty sure that's when they was like, we got to stop this. Like, it's going wild. You know what I'm saying? It's girls going wild. It was trying to compare girls going wild to that shit too. Anyway, we'll get to that later. But as in the case with Wild Celebration, people did some things that they hoped would never reemerge, and they're now terrified that some of their upcoming endeavors or unbecoming endeavors, sorry, are going to be exposed. The doc is set to recount the rise and fall of the small Atlanta HBCU picnic that exploded into a influential street party and spotlighted ATL as a major cultural stage, Variety reported. Now, there's also True Life did like a thing on it on MTV. To anybody who's my age and older, and I would say 2 to 3, maybe 4 years younger than me, I'm pretty sure y'all remember MTV's True Life. They did in '98. They did a doc on it on True Life where they was going around the streets of Atlanta asking questions, and also you saw stuff going on within the show. I won't show that because that's neither here or there, but just know that they have a doc now. This doc that I'm showing in the background is actually the first Freaknik doc. If you guys don't know, when I first saw this doc, I would say it probably had all of maybe 20, like 7,000 to maybe 20,000 views on it. It is now at, I believe it's at like 2.1. It's at 2.2 million views now. So if you guys want to watch this after the stream, you can. The link is right down in the description box. All right. It is by Slack_Slim, and you'll see the whole 45-minute doc. Now, let's continue back on to this. So, it's believed that it will specifically focus on the biggest Freaknik, which occurred in '94. Now, if you guys don't know what happened in the '94 Freaknik basically was when, after '92's, word of mouth started to spread. So everybody started being like, hey, yo, I went to this party down in Atlanta. It was like a week-long party on the streets. Nigga, it was all kinds of fine-ass girls out there. Yo, we got to go next year, cuz. Like, just you and me and just, Pujo and them, like, just us. We go down there, and we going to have the time of our life, cuz. And it's all kinds of sexy women. Hey, we might even get some, right? This happened in every hood. All right, like your college cousin came home for Thanksgiving break one year. He talked about it, and you was like, "Hey, I want to go next year." You know what I'm saying? Like, save me a spot in your dorm room, nigga. And then when '94 came, it was at least what 300,000 people on the streets of Atlanta. Between it's like 2 blocks or something like that. And they don't have the infrastructure in Atlanta for all those people, other than the people that live there. But for everyone else to just flood the streets, you had highways backed up, you had regular main streets backed up. It was just outrageous. You see all this crazy shit that's happening back at me right now? That's what the fuck was going on. Anyway, so that's when it occurred in '94. That's when it exploded. So, and will premiere in April 2024. So, spring break of next year, they will be putting this out in honor of the 40th year anniversary. Oh gosh, it's gonna be some shit next year. And will hold on, I said that already. And will premiere. Many people who were at the party have taken to social media to voice their fears, and we'll hear about their fears later on in a later part of this story. Y'all, this is what somebody wrote. They said, "Y'all, I don't know. We might be in trouble. Did y'all see Hulu is about to release a documentary about '94 Freaknik?" That's what some people. That's what one person said on TikTok by the name of Tina, and said in the video shared over the weekend, I've been to several Freakniks. '94 was the one I attended. I'm just praying that Jesus be a fence. I'm praying that Jesus be a big, tall privacy fence. Nah, we about to rip that fence down, baby girl. So also it says that Tina added in her video, which got more than 300,000 views on TikTok, which was the lady I played earlier, and was also shared on Twitter, where it got 13.9 million views. That she tried to avoid any camera she saw at the festival, and said she hoped it worked to her benefit. Now, I'm gonna show y'all a picture real fast, cause There was no escaping those goddamn cameras. One second. I need to find the actual photo. All right. It wasn't escaping them damn cameras because Kanye West got in on some of the action as well. He was down there, and the camera he got, it kind of looked like a smartphone, but it was probably one of those like camera thingy where like the screen was here, but the camera was here. You could like operate it like that. So yeah, Kanye got in on some of that the action. You know what I'm saying? He was down there with his homeboys. So, cameras was out. Cameras, they was all, chilling on the streets of Atlanta, hanging out, getting grub, not chastising, but hollering at all the beautiful Georgia peaches and wherever else that they were from or went to school or whatever. They was out there having fun. And most of these women is your mamas right now. Most of these women are your grandmamas. So so they was out there having, as Claire Huxtable said to Vanessa when she went to Baltimore to go to the Wretched concert, y'all was out there having big fun, wasn't y'all? So anyway, so it says also if you see your girl in the documentary, hey man, at least I'm fully clothed, she added. At least all my clothes are on. That's all I got. Y'all, what she say, y'all? They about to put our business out in the streets. Some of us might be on TV, so get your parental controls together. Oh my lord, I'm clutching my pearls right now. I was at the Freaknik in '94. One user responded in the comment section. A lot of people's kids about to be traumatized because y'all was out there doing the most, and I'm about to show it. Commented someone else. I'm already calling my my congressman to stop this. How can you get your congressman to stop what y'all was out there doing? Y'all out there having big fun, man. Y'all out there recording. Y'all out there swanging up in y'all's blazers. My cousin had this same red blazer on some, I think he had 24-inch rims with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out there in y'all's Lexuses, y'all's Toyotas, y'all's old school Chevys. Y'all's out there chilling, having fun. Look at some of these grandparents out here that's out here bending over for the camera. This is somebody's these women are somebody's grandmother today. Now, I don't know what else to say. They was out there just having fun. And I'll tell you, it was one person out there having, well, it was many famous females that we know of that was having real big fun. If you don't believe me, god damn it, here's the pitch. Hold on. I didn't want to do it like that. Hold on. I thought I had the regular photo of them. Alright, I don't. But fuck it, I'm showing it anyway. So here are some famous females that we all know that attended. 95 Freaknik in Atlanta, Georgia. We have from left to right, we have Kimberly Elise, that's in the red. We have Kadada Jones, which is Quincy Jones's daughter. She probably was friends with Kimberly Elise. You have Trina. Trina was there, but there's one person that we all wouldn't have thought was there. Yolanda Adams. Yolanda Adams is in the black. If you don't believe me, goddammit, Yolanda Adams was there having the most fun. And I will say this. Yolanda Adams ain't a bad looking woman, to be honest. Like, Yolanda Adams is amazing, if you ask me. But that's her bent over up in the black cat suit, and she's letting it all hang out. And I wouldn't have mind if I was around her age and I was at 95 Freaknik. I probably would have tried Yolanda Adams. You know what I'm saying? Ninja Jordan says, "Let me bring your comment up. We show love over here. Man, the 90s was such a fun time. Motherfucker, let me tell you. Man, I was so how old was I in 94? I was let's see. I was 6 years old in 94. So you know, we had fun. We had fun in the 90s. Like the 90s was a fun time. I don't know when you was born, like what year you was born, but I was born in 88, so I'm considered a 90s kid. So, you know, I didn't know anything about Freaknik until like I heard certain songs and shit like that. And then, you know, when the internet started becoming real prevalent, you do your research of what certain things are and you find out what things are, which is playing in the background right now. Like it was a lot of stuff going on in the 90s, man. Like we had some fun. Like I'm saying, you see Elise Neal, Kadada Jones, Trina, and Yolanda Adams out here. They was having big fun. What looks like a Nissan that they was posted up on, if not a Saturn. Saturns was big cars in the 90s. But yeah, uh, they was out here having the time of they motherfucking life. God damn it! Oh man. All right. So where was I? All right. So, going back to the article, it says we need to protect the children. Joked a different commenter. What you mean y'all need to protect the children? Y'all did this. Y'all was out there doing this. Anyway, um, let's see. Another person added, Gen X, it's about to go down. Gen X is shaking in their boots. I want to see what y'all was doing while I was in kindergarten. I was 6 years old. I was in the first grade during the first explosion of the Freaknik Festival. So somebody says Hulu wrong for this, says someone else, while another wrote, "Girl, I better not be in it." Well, we'll see next year in April. Um, what else? Another TikToker named Tiffany shared a clip of herself having a fake phone call while writing, me calling the producer of this damn Freaknik documentary to let them know this not funny. Delete all of my footage now. So it also rates Dare Hulu, mind your business, a woman named April said in another TikTok. Um, we have fun, baby, we have fun, baby, while a lot of Gen Xers are unhappy that their wild days are going to be the subject of the new documentary. Many of their kids are just as disgruntled over it. This Freaknik documentary is going to have a lot of houses in shambles, a man named Darcy said in a TikTok video. Let's talk about that. You know how many men who think that they wives are the most wholesome person that they ever met? Man, you gonna see a lot of the divorce rate is gonna go sky high next year. Motherfuckers is gonna be getting motherfucking divorces left and right because they thought that their wife was just the most God-feared woman in the world. Meanwhile, they out there in a parking lot like that back in 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 2000, I believe was the last one, I think they said. If not, 2001 was the last one. But, hey, man, I guess we'll have to see, right? All right, so Someone else writes on, I believe it's probably TikTok as well. I said to my mom, I don't know what happened in 94, but I was born in 94. I know you were out here doing something you weren't supposed to be doing. Now, let's talk about that too as well. It was a lot of kids that was conceived during uh Freaknik, if you guys don't know that. Now, I will say not all of them was conceived the right way due to, was it 97, 98's Freaknik, cause shit got a little weird during those times, cause the hood the hood niggas couldn't control themselves, so it just sparked some foolishness. But anyway, uh, but yeah, um, y'all really, some of y'all's kids is about to find out who y'all really are. Like, it's gonna be a lot of moms that's gonna be like, well, no, I'm sorry. It's a lot of moms right now and grandmothers talking about quit being fast, don't be fast, blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, there was that Freaknik doing the most, getting a butt spread. Did y'all see that one picture of that woman that was around, that had all those dudes around her, and they had her ass spread wide open? I ain't gonna say no more. I ain't gonna say no more. All right, so someone else writes, I swear if I catch my mama or my aunties on their twerking, oh, I'm coming for y'all's next. Another TikToker named Destiny stated. So someone else writes, this is the last one. Uh we are gonna be watching our mamas acting like damn fools, y'all, wrote someone else named Topanga. Now, not all of this glorified, not all of it's glorified. It was some women who got disrespected down in at Freaknik, but it wasn't until maybe like Freaknik, like I said, between like maybe Freaknik 97, maybe 96 to 98, a little, probably further on until like the end of it, because a lot of women, you know, dudes was acting like wild fucking dogs. And I don't have I don't have the one picture of, it basically was like a snapshot, but like picture, I'm gonna show this picture real fast. Picture this, but like a parking lot, and picture a video of like a swarm of niggas just going in one direction, probably because they saw a female. Now, there's some pictures, well, I'm sorry, there's some videos out there where you see a woman that's in the middle of all these dudes, and she basically just gets all her clothes snatched off of her. I mean, whatever she had on, because you really couldn't see it that well, she had all of her clothes snatched off of her: bra, shirt, shorts if she wasn't wearing a skirt, and the only thing that she had left on her was whatever shoes she had on her feet. So, and the earrings and makeup that she had on, like that's the only thing you could see. And stuff like that is troubling to hear that happened, and people were acting that much of a savage. You see Trina right there. You see, what I'm saying, they're acting that much of a savage because they're seeing a beautiful woman in skin tight clothing. They can't control their horniness or whatever. Hell, I saw one video where it was a dude and a girl on a sidewalk leaning up next to, it looked like one of those electric boxes, those green electric boxes, but it looked like one of those industrial ones that's like real big. They leaning up on that butt ass naked fucking, and they got a crowd of people around them. I said, what the fuck is going on, yo? I said, what the fuck is this? Like, they can't be serious, man. Like, they can't be serious. Now, with that being said, I got this from News One. This article that's coinciding with this Daily Mail article. Prominent black professionals sue Hulu over 94 Freaknik documentary release. You know why? Because most of these people now, they fathers, grandfathers, they've been at their career for like 20 years now or so. Yeah, about like 20 some odd years now. They've been at their career, and they don't want none of their business being out. They don't want to look crazy in front of their co-workers. And I understand, but god damn it, why'd you do it? But before I get into that, like I said, I have a friend named Tim. Me and Tim work together. When I was working with Tim, because I no longer work with Tim, me and Tim was talking one day, and he started talking about Freaknik. He asked me, did I know what Freaknik was? I told him that, yeah, I heard the name before, but, I don't know much about it. So he was like, yeah, I went. I was like, what? Like, how was it? Like, tell me about it. So he told me, like, everything that, happened when he was there and, all the women that he saw. And, he made some friends and stuff like that while he was down there. And he would just tell me like the landscape of everything. He said, yeah, me and my homies, we posted here. My one homeboy, what I'm saying, we brought 2 cars down. It was me and my other homeboy. I'm posted up on my car. My other homeboy posted up on his. And what I'm saying, we just sitting there just macking and doing all kinds of shit, just, hanging and shit. And, I was mesmerized by, the stories he was telling. There's one story of his I won't tell because that's his story that he has to tell himself. So let's get into this second article about this that I have, where these black professionals want to sue Hulu over this documentary. Now, the release of Hulu's documentary about 94 Freaknik, celebrating its up-and-coming 30th anniversary, has Gen X up in arms. Many of the 90s college students are now in their 40s and 50s, and the prime of their careers. A group of prominent black professional women plan to sue the streaming company. And hold on, before we go any further, why are they trying to sue Disney? Because Hulu's owned by Disney. I hope people know that. Hulu's owned by Disney, and Disney got long money. Doesn't matter what they've been going through and the layoffs that they've been going through, whatever. They still got long money. So I hope y'all are in for a fight, because I won't say that Disney's about to take y'all to the cleaners, but y'all better be fucking ready. But anyway, streaming company and blocked the film's release because they was probably down there acting a plumb fucking fool. Based on concerns about what could potentially be exposed, they are filing a lawsuit in Atlanta's federal court against Hulu. The women are saying it is unlawful because they did not sign media releases. Hold on. Y'all didn't sign media releases with the niggas who was filming y'all. So what makes you think that Hulu needs y'all's permission to show what was going on down there? Now, if Jermaine Dupree and Uncle Luke is being responsible with their product that they're about to show to the people, then I'm pretty sure that they might block faces or whatever. But that whole damn thing is gonna be blurry. Like the whole goddamn movie's gonna be blurry to the motherfucker. See, this is some of the shit that was going on down there. But anyway, so Producer in part by Luther Uncle Luke Campbell, which we all should be thanking him for the music that we hear now with cuss words in it, because he went to the Supreme Court and fought for his right to make whatever kind of music that he wants under the guise of the First Amendment. So we all should be applauding that man. If he didn't do it, then we wouldn't be hearing the music that we hear today. So Uncle Luke, who tweeted out the doc's announcement last week, Freaknik, the wildest party never told, will also see Jermaine Dupree play a part in the production as well. The choices seem fitting given the link that both artists had in cultivating the ATL party scene during the early 90s. Now, if you guys don't understand what they're talking about here, bass music in Atlanta was big in Atlanta during those times. Like, if you was in, I won't even say Atlanta, I would say just down south, period. Bass music was a prominent rap scene back in the early 90s, probably early, mid, and if not late 90s in, the South, where at any given time you'll see, an old school Cadillac rolling down the street with the trunk rattling off of its fucking hinges. Like, bass music was all the rage back then. And what happened? What happened? Okay, I'm sorry. Something happened with my phone. I thought that YouTube blocked me. I'm sorry. So going forward, Geraldine L. Porras will serve as showrunner and executive producer alongside P. Frank Williams, in addition to Mass Appeal execs Peter Bender and Melissa Cooper. Eric, how you say your name? Eric Tomasanis. For Swirl Films, Terry Ross, Alex Avant, Nikki Bayless, and Jay Allen. While some cast members of the RSMS agree with this defense and believe it may hold weight in court, Special K and the Brat believe that fair use will come into play due to it being independent footage of the mass public. Now, that's the reason why I feel as though that they can't or they won't win the lawsuit, for the simple fact is that, look, people have their own independent cameras out there. The footage that we will see is from independent filmmakers that had their cameras out. Excuse me. That motherfucker looked like the dude from Belly. Nah, I don't like that shit. That's what that nigga just looked like. So yeah, how this will hold up in court, I don't know. Hope they televise this shit. And hopefully they can put this in the documentary, the lawsuit, because man. But anyway, let's continue. This group of women is comprised of one politician. Let's put this in perspective. One politician, 3 high-level corporate executives, and 1 judge. Is this thing on? This is the reason why that they don't want the footage out, because, as I said, it's going to be mayhem of what we're going to see. And they don't want that shit out. Because, as it said, the Gen Xers are now in their 40s and 50s. I wonder if some of the ladies that I work with went to Freaknik. I'm going to ask them on Monday. Anyway. But yeah, like, it's like, how you going to sit here and try and sue? How you going to sit here and sue if y'all was down there looking like this? in pictures and on cameras. How y'all gonna sue? Now, I would say probably some of these women are probably, executives at big firms and judges, maybe lawyers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you can't stop this from coming out. You can't stop this from coming out. I've been laughing this whole entire time because I'm just amazed at how some of these people are feeling about this. All right, so to finish up this article, uh, so the group of women are all, they're all professionals now. So according to Media Takeout, one of the C-suite executives stated that there are already videos circulating online that show her in an unflattering light. She is married with 3 kids, earns north of 1 million annually in her position, and is hoping to block the official debut. The women plan to remain anonymous. Oh, that shit's coming out. I hope you know that. More details of the case continue to develop. The Freaknik documentary is set to hit Hulu in 2004. I'm sorry, 2024. With a possible mid-April release. Next April will be the 40th anniversary of the famed 1994 Freaknik celebration. And god damn it, I'm waiting for it. I am waiting for it. So yeah, that was the entire that was the entire documentary that I played. That's here on YouTube, the Freaknik documentary. This isn't the one that Uncle Luke and Jermaine Dupree are producing, because I believe they're only focusing on the year it all blew up. Uh, this documentary that I showed on screen the entire time I was talking about this is basically some, I guess, Atlanta historians of hip hop culture that know about Freaknik, and they just was talking about Freaknik. So you guys want to watch that? Link is in the description box below. It is you should see it says Slack_Slim Freaknik documentary. All right. So that's all for the main topic. That's all that I have for you for the main topic. But I have some random topics that I can talk about. Or if any of you guys want to come up, remember there's a link that is pinned in the live chat. Also, there is a call-in number. If you guys want to call in and talk about this, we can. All right. So if you guys want to call in, or if you guys want to talk about this, we can. So without further ado, let's get things rolling. If you guys want to talk about this, I have the phone lines open now. The link you can hit at any given time, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about all y'all's trifling mamas and daddies and uncles and aunties and cousins that all went to Freaknik. All right, so
it's all about my.
This next topic, I have to set it up. So while you guys are out there and you guys are thinking about either calling in or hitting the link, I'll be setting these next topics up. So let's see. All right. Any takers? Nobody want to call? Let me check the phone line. Nah, nobody want to call in? Once again, is the number still up there? Yeah, the number is 302-283-9791, or you can hit the link in the description box. I mean, not the description box, the live chat. I'm sorry. No, nobody wants to call in. All right, well, you still have a chance later on if you want to call in. But let's get to some random topics of the week. And the overview for that is New R. Kelly evidence. Nick Cannon wants Taylor Swift's. Anyway, Nick Cannon wants Taylor Swift to have his 13th baby in Mario movie Backlash. So, if you guys are unaware of the whole R. Kelly thing, so some new evidence has came out when it comes to Azriel Clary and her mother in the conversations that was had between them. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play a little bit of this clip of this video that I have, and we're gonna hear what's actually going on. So here we go.
Well, a couple of days ago, we start seeing text threads and start seeing things come out from the actual case. Conversations between Azriel Curry, as you see right there, and her mother. And they are disturbing and disgusting, to say the least. I talked about it a couple of days ago. We had Rap House TV drop a couple of excerpts from that text thread coming from court documents. Didn't know whether or not it was legit because of the source. So let's take it for a grain of salt. Let's just pay attention, see what's going on. As evidence started coming out even more, we come to find out, yes, it was very true. Been in communication with someone very close to the situation, and salute to that person. They know who they are. And they've been sending me messages and text messages going back and forth between Curry and her mother. And man, they are crazy. I'm going to read a few of them, and I'm going to get y'all thoughts right now. One of the messages come through. It says, Mr. Kelly said to get me to LA, an early flight. My name is Azriel Dolores Clary. I'm in Orlando, Florida currently. Okay, so she's speaking to one of his representatives. The representative says, okay, please send me your date of birth for air travel tomorrow. Or Azriel Curry writes 12/30/1997. Yes, a flight for tomorrow. Now, if you can see.
Now, although that this is damning for R. Kelly, I want you guys to pay close attention to the next part of this video because it's about to get very spicy when it comes to Azriel Clary's mother. Now, let's pay attention.
The date of this was April 28th, 2015, which makes her 18 when she sends this text thread. Now, if you go back and you look at Miss Azriel Curry's birthday, she was born on December 3rd, 1998, which would have made her underage when she sent this message, unbeknownst, however you say that shit, to R. Kelly. All right, that's just one thing. Okay, so here we go with the conversation between her and her mother. This man is in love. Oh my God, you're gonna marry him and have his babies.
Now, this is Azriel's mother talking about this, talking back to Azriel. So, basically, what you're about to hear, Oh God talk about from the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast of the evidence that was given to him from a close person, I guess, to the case. You're about to hear a whole bunch of stuff of what Azriel Clary's mother said to Azriel about how to get R. Kelly into her or into getting her a record deal, whatever. Listen up. Check this out.
Laugh out loud. My son-in-law is going to be older than me. Too dang funny. Now, does this sound like a woman who believes her daughter was kidnapped and held against her will? Allow me to continue. You are silly. That man ain't trying to do nothing with you musically. He want to fuck, period, because he like younger girls. If he heard you sing, heard your song, saw your video, he would see you're serious because you got talent. He would be serious about the music. With you, he obviously ain't interested in that. You're wasting your time. Then she goes on to say he probably hit you up to fly you to him later by yourself to get you there, and you know you will have no choice but to have sex because he will probably tell you he ain't giving you a return flight home unless you do all kind of BS. So they were having conversations about what she assumed R. Kelly was going to do. They obviously knew, or she obviously knew they had some type of relationship. Allow me to continue. Says you need to let him know your age because he's in the public doing stuff because he think you are of age. Ooh, so he don't care. But when it comes out that you're not and you didn't tell him, he's going to look stupid and he will really be mad because you will make him look like an idiot. He may not mind your age, but that needed to be his decision. Don't assume. He may be hurt and deceived and very upset. You've been lying to people. That's not cool. Does this sound like a woman that feels like her daughter was kidnapped against her will? You had dreams that R.Kelly put a seed in your underage baby? You know that she is lying to this man about her age?
All right. So that's pretty crazy. To the fact that she was one of the families, or she was a part of one of the families, Azrael Clary's mom, and you got the Savages, and you got it was another family I forgot. They were trying to get their daughters back. But does this sound like at all a woman who was concerned about her child's well-being? And number one, if you knew your child was underage, why did you have her fly out to R. Kelly alone? Now, I've been saying this ever since I started talking about this R. Kelly case. But I want to preface this by saying, I want to preface what I'm about to say with this. If R. Kelly did this shit, he belongs to be in jail. He belongs. He belongs to stay in jail. Or no, that doesn't sound right. If R. Kelly did it, he belongs in jail. If he didn't do it, if this is all a setup, then R. Kelly should be free. But due to evidence and stuff like that, the evidence says otherwise. So let's just go with that. But we still have this damning evidence of R. Kelly and Azrael Clary's mom texting information to her about things. So, we'll take this with a grain of salt, but this evidence has been released, and I'm pretty sure R. Kelly's lawyers, if he still has them, are probably trying to fight some of this to, I guess, either get him free or shave some time off of his, what's he got, 30 years in jail? So, you know what I'm saying? We'll find out then. All right, so this article that I'm about to read to you guys comes from Hot News Hip Hop. So the article that I got from there was alleged texts between Azrael Clary and her mom surface. So this is what the article says. So R. Kelly will sit behind bars for years. Still, plenty of people feel that the court never proved his guilt. Despite the overwhelming evidence, the testimony of his alleged victims has been questioned, including Azrael Clary. Court documents emerged this week revealing an exchange between Clary and her mother. According to the transcripts, her mom encouraged her to entice the singer to further her career when they met. In relation to the coercion and enticement charge, court documents that surface claim there is insufficient evidence that proved Kelly's guilt. It says nothing indicates Kelly took any action to induce, persuade, entice, or coerce Jane, that's what they're calling her, Jane, into traveling to California with him. Quite the opposite. The recording shows that Jane's mother purposefully and strategically enticed defendant, that's what they're calling R. Kelly, with her 17-year-old daughter, comparing her to Aaliyah in various points. The document reads, stating Kelly believed her to be 18 at the time. However, the transcripts included text messages between Clary and her mother. The mom instructs her daughter to put on a show, dance, grab his shiny hold on. Dance, grab his hand, shimmy wiggle, sit on his lap, entice him. Per the alleged text messages, Clary's mom wanted her to prioritize her career rather than persuade a relationship with R. Kelly. She even went on to acknowledge the allegation of Kelly preferring younger women. You are silly. This is what one of the text messages says. You are silly. That man ain't trying to do nothing with you musically. He want to fuck, period, because he likes young girls. The text reads. However, she also went on to advise Azrael to inform the singer of her actual age because he might feel deceived. You need to let him know your age because he in public doing stuff because he think you of age, so he don't care. But when it comes out that you're not and you didn't tell him, he gonna look stupid. And people need to learn how to actually write what they read because this shit is crazy. I mean, write how they think because this shit's crazy how this shit's coming out. And will be mad because you will make him look like an idiot. The text read. Also, she says he may not mind your age, but that to be his decision. Don't assume. She added. Elsewhere, Clary's mother joked about having a son-in-law that would be older than her. Check out the alleged text messages above. But I have them right here. So, she basically goes prepared to sing 3 songs. I think this is what I think this is what her mom said. So, prepared to sing 3 songs. He said he will meet you and listen to your song. Please have your glasses off, hair to the side. Mama knows best. Pretty hurts. And third, your choice. Don't yell. Put on a show, dance, grab his hand, shimmy wiggle, sit on his lap, entice him while singing it all about performance. This your chance and opportunity. Don't blow it. Jane's mother even told Jane not to look grown. Emphasis added. So also she writes to her, take off that ugly ass lipstick. I told you he don't want you to be grown. I told you to keep your hair curly. That shit look a mess. You need some jeans or shorts. You trying to look grown. He wanted you because you look young and innocent. That's what he want, not a little girl trying to be grown. You're a damn fool. All right. So, okay, that's the next story. Sorry, but that's what her mom said to her. Basically, yo, like you need to do this and that so you don't look grown because he like young girls. Okay, well, if that's the case, why is it that you guys are on documentaries talking about, he stole my daughter away from me, and it's a shame that I can't talk to her. Well, all the while, when you sent her out to California to perform for this man, while she was underage, you're telling her, shimmy wiggle, grab his hand, sit on his lap. Don't look grown. He don't like grown women. He like young girls. What? I don't know, man. Like, I'm pretty sure it's more that's gonna come out on this, and I hope so because that I would feel as though that when further information comes out about this, it's probably more parents who did the same thing. Possibly, I would say that. All right, now moving on to the next subject. Nick Cannon desires to have baby number 13 with Taylor Swift. So, if you guys have been living under a rock, this is exactly what Nick Cannon said when he was on Howard Stern. So let's play that footage.
And no more kids. That's it.
12, is that where we stopping?
That's it. We
All right.
stop.
No, we're asking
My father
you.
has- my father
Are we
has
stopping?
spoken.
I want an answer. I want an exclusive. Are you done? For real?
Every time I answer this question, I can never answer it correctly because I don't know. Because and like one time they asked me on Entertainment Time, I said I leave it in God's hands, and then all these religious people got mad. Don't bringing Jesus into this.
Yeah, never mind God. That's right.
Don't bring Jesus into your fornication. Stop it.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's make a prediction. Let's make a prediction.
I'm happy. I'm happy currently with my dozen
But what
that I
if
got
you?
now.
But the dozen. But what if you meet a woman? Let's say.
Right.
Let's say I don't know who it would be, and you fall really
She has to
crazy.
be cold. Yeah.
Right. I mean,
she gotta be amazing.
You know why she's got to be amazing? First of all, she got to put up with all these other women, and she got to put up with all the other kids. Who would be the woman that make you have a baby again? Right now, right off the top of your head, I said to you, could have any woman in the world.
Not doing this.
Who could
I
it be?
can see the headline.
If I said to you,
coming.
like if I said to you, Nick, Taylor Swift wants to have a baby with you. Would that do
Absolutely.
it?
I'm in.
That would
Let's
do
go.
it.
He's in.
That's the one.
You see how excited he got? He was like, "Yeah, I'll fuck around with Taylor Swift. Come on, Nick. Like Taylor, she is the country's darling. She. 1 second, y'all. My OBS crashed once again. Marcus speaks. All right. Now let me fix my camera. I believe I had that. Okay. All right, let me enlarge because this shit has to stop. Like, for real. Like, OBS, y'all fucking up. I'm gonna say that to y'all right now. Y'all fucking up. Is everything still working? No? Okay. Hold up. That. See if it works. There it is. Now I have to go to this one. I believe it's this one. Yes, it's that one. All right, I'm back. Now, hold on. I'm not even on the screen yet. Sorry. All right, yeah. Fucking OBS crashed again. It's been crashing. OBS needs to fix this shit. It's getting ridiculous. All right, so as I was saying, he was all giddy. He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll take Taylor Swift. She's a great woman. It's like, come on now. Like, Taylor Swift, of all people, I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift ain't even looking in Nick Cannon's direction. Let's say that. But, who knows? We might read headlines here soon that Taylor Swift said, hell yeah, I'll have a baby with Nick Cannon. But, who knows? Taylor Swift is all of, 33 years old, and she's probably not even looking at having kids at this point. She's probably still looking at her career. So, she'll probably be in her late 30s like Beyonce having a baby, you know what I'm saying? So, who knows? Anyway, let's move on.
That's all in.
What is it about her?
First of all, she's an amazing songwriter.
Okay.
And what I do love about Taylor Swift is the fact that she has been so vulnerable and open with all of her music since a young girl. And she kind of like me. Like, me and Taylor's numbers is very similar when we're talking about being in these streets.
Right.
So I think she would relate to me very well based off of like, yo, you've dated a lot.
Nick, nah, she won't relate to you, nigga. Taylor Swift actually has good music, Nick Cannon. I don't know if I never heard none of her music, but I'm pretty sure it's good by the way, her albums sell. But Nick, come on now. Gigolo. Come on now. Anyway, let's continue.
People in the public eye, so have I. So we probably will really understand each other.
It has been reported that Taylor Swift recently broke up with her boyfriend of 6 years.
Free
You know I know
right
that,
now.
Howard. You know my spidey senses was tingling.
I would love if you had a baby with Taylor Swift. I think it would be
Me
fantastic.
too.
Yeah.
I think that'd be amazing.
Get the hell out of here. Anyway, let's see what this article has to say from E! News Online. And the title of this is Nick Cannon desires to have baby number 13 with Taylor Swift. So, Nick Cannon is sharing his wildest dream of having a kid with Taylor Swift. The Masked Singer host touched on the idea of being a dad to baby number 13 during his appearance on the Howard Stern show on April 10th. Though Nick admittedly has no immediate plans to add to his large brood, I don't know why they said that word. He would change his mind if the newly single singer, who recently broke up with Joe Alwyn after 6 years of dating, wanted to start a family with him. I'm all in, he quipped after host Howard Stern proposed the hypothetical situation. First off, he says, first of all, she's an amazing songwriter. I love that Taylor Swift has been so vulnerable and open with her music. The 42-year-old went on to note that he and Taylor, 33, also have a very similar dating experience. I don't think it's the same as what he thinks, but let's keep going. When it comes to having their love lives make headlines, I think she would relate to me very well, Nick explained. We probably will understand each other, joking that his spidey senses were tingling after hearing news of Taylor's split. Nick added of the idea of having a baby with the pop star. That would be amazing. Nick is a dad to 12 children with 6 different women. In 2022, he welcomed 6-month old. I'm sorry. Hold on. In 2022, he welcomed his son Legacy Love, 9 months, with Bree Ticey. I guess that's how you say her name. Daughter Onyx Ice, 6 months, with Lanisha Cole. Son Rise Messiah, 6 months, with Brittany Bell. Daughter Beautiful Zeppelin, 4 months, with Abby Della Rosa. And daughter Halo Marie, 3 months, with Alyssa Scott. The Nickelodeon alum is also dad to 11-year-old twins, Moroccan and Monroe, with ex-wife Mariah Carey. Additionally, he shares son Golden Sagan, 6 years old. Give me a second as I turn the page. And daughter Powerful Queen, 2 years old, with Brittany and twins Zion. I have no idea how to say this other name. Mizalanidin, I guess I don't know. In Zillion Air, 21 months. With Abby, with Abby. His and Alyssa's 5-month-old son Zen passed away last year, which I did cover, which was very sad, after being diagnosed with a brain tumor. In the past, Nick has been open about his admiration for Taylor. When asked about when asked about the feud between the Grammy winner and Kim Kardashian in a 2016 interview with E! News, Nick said he was Team Taylor all day, probably for the simple fact because he hadn't fucked Taylor, and he had prior relations with Kim Kardashian. That's an easy one, he said at the time, just in that department. So, that's that. And, maybe he gets lucky and, he gets to make a baby with Taylor Swift. Hopefully that happens for him. If
Twitter has turned into a...
If he does, then cool. But moving on from that, so if you guys haven't been on Twitter or been watching this alternative news when it comes to like the conservative spaces of it, these guys, man, like, although last week I did say, yeah, I'm center right, you know what I'm saying, blah 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 blah, but that doesn't mean that I align with anything that any of these guys are saying, right? So since the Super Mario movie has came out, which I haven't seen yet, and I'm trying to go see, a lot of people have been saying some weird shit. Like, it's just been weird about what they've been talking about. I don't know if I showed this picture. Yes, I did. I showed that picture. So they've been getting their panties in a bunch about the Super Mario movie. And I'm gonna let you hear exactly what people are saying about the movie. Here we go.
Twitter has turned into a complete war zone today over the new Super Mario Brothers movie that is coming out this weekend, and a lot of it has to do with the Rotten Tomatoes score that is currently trending on Twitter, because everyone is calling out critics in the most hilarious way imaginable. As you can see, it is currently sitting at a 54% rotten from critics with a 95% fresh from audiences. And the critics have this to say: while it's nowhere near as thrilling as turtle tipping your way to 128 lives, the Super Mario Brothers movie is a colorful, albeit thinly plotted, animated adventure that has about as many Nintendos as Nintendon'ts. What? That's like one of the worst descriptions I've ever seen on...
Actually, no, he's not old enough. I can see. Where the Nintendo comes from is when Sega used to, have their commercials come out, and the slogan that they would have each time was "Sega does what Nintendo don't." That's where that comes from. So where he says it doesn't make sense, it makes perfect sense to me, because I'm a 90s kid. Like, I saw that shit all the damn time. So I always saw Sega does what Nintendo don't, and it sticks. If you're a 90s kid, if not, you don't understand what the fuck's going on. So let's continue.
Tomatoes, and this just goes to show that these critics are so out of touch with what the audience truly want, and that is so obvious, especially in this score. And today we have to take a look at some of the ways that Twitter is absolutely destroying these critics in the most glorious way imaginable, where you show that a lot of them are pointing out that critics were also the same people that were willing to give Cuties on Netflix an 87% fresh. This is the problem with critics. They are not only are they completely out of touch, but they're uber woke. They don't understand what audiences actually want. They don't understand what we actually want. And this is why there is so much of a disparity between the ratings that critics give movies and audiences give movies. We see it all the time. And so we have Chris Pratt who's just basically reassuring us to go check out the film because he thinks that a lot of us will enjoy it. And it looks like that is definitely the way that this is shaping out to be.
I come watch the movie and then we can talk. I really think that, like, once you see the movie, I think that in all honesty, the answer though is that this is a passionate fan base, and it makes sense. Like, I understand, I'm part of it. This is the this is the soundtrack to your youth.
Yeah.
And you don't want.
And that's all stuff that the critics totally do not understand whatsoever. And then you have this, of course, we need to just point out because it is something that we need to be aware of. The Super Mario Brothers movie star Anya Taylor-Joy says that she was only interested in voicing a modern Princess Peach. I felt like we could create a more three-dimensional character, which is something that we.
Now, I want to comment on that because this is one of the reasons why, like, these far right conservatives are like losing their fucking minds. Here's one example, and I'll probably reiterate this later on when I read the article. A lot of these guys, and it sounds very gay to me. Like, it really does. It sounds gay as fuck. Like and it even goes with some of these like superhero movies as well. If you guys remember The Woman King and Black Panther and whatever movie that stars all women that is like an action thriller or something like that. A lot of these dudes is like, well, I can't believe that a woman in Black Panther was fighting a big strong man and blah 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 blah. It's like, I can understand. It's called fiction. Like, this is science fiction. This is a fake thing. The Black Panther isn't real. These characters aren't real. They're characters. So why is it that you're spending so much time and you're spending so much time on this talking about, well, Princess Peach was all throughout the movie and this and that and blah blah blah, and she's helping save the day, and it's like, she did that in Super Mario Brothers too. She was a playable character, excuse me. She was a playable character in Super Mario Brothers too. With the recent iterations, you have Toadette, which when you give her a mushroom, she grows into a fake iteration of Princess Peach, and she's helping save the day. Okay, so what's the problem? Like, that's like saying well, Toad shouldn't have been in the movie because he never helped to save Peach, and it's like, Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Mario Brothers Wii, New Super Mario Brothers. Like, I can name them off. Like, it's all these dudes that just sit in their room reading Reddit posts, like conservative Reddit posts, and they have no fucking idea what the hell they're talking about. Because most of these nerds, they don't do console gaming anymore. They only do PC gaming. So for them to have these wide-ranging ideas about anything, it's crazy for the simple fact that, dude, you're not playing these games. Like, how do you know what the hell's going on in any of these games? Like, what are you talking about? Like, she never saved the day. Yeah, she did. Like, what are you talking about? And it's crazy for the simple fact that these guys are upset that it wasn't the normal damsel in distress type of situation. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why do we need to see a movie that is just the same as the game? If you want to see the damsel in distress, just play the game. Like, it's like, if you've ever played Super Mario Brothers, it's the same MO. If he's not saving Princess Peach on the console version, or if he's not saving Princess Daisy in the handheld version, or if he's not saving Princess Rosalina in the console Galaxy version, like, what are we talking about here? Like, what are we talking about? Like, And most of the time, Rosalina, she doesn't need to be saved. If something needs to be saved, such as like her precious star children got got taken by Bowser and his clan, and she needs you and Luigi to go out and save the day, right? Or it's Daisy that you have to save because Bowser came into town. Or if not Bowser, you got either Wario or the Frog King, or whoever that took Daisy or the Toads, and the Toadstools, and they just need Mario and Luigi to save the day. Or you got Princess Peach who's being taken. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, like if you want to see that, play the games. But this movie is basically just a modern interpretation of what Super Mario Brothers would be as a movie. Now, when it comes to the games, I'm pretty sure Mr. Takashi Miyamoto would have the game be played the same way, where you play Mario and Mario has to go from level to level to save Princess Peach. I'm pretty sure that's how he'll do it. Which I'm kind of upset that they never made a game that revolved around this. Like, it would have been good if they did that, if they had a game that revolved around the movie. Like, although we have several other Mario games, but still, it's like you could have made a unique game that was precisely for the movie. Like, you could have did like Mario's training, where you see him training with Princess Peach. You could have had him go around with Toad to introduce yourself around the kingdom and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of things that they dropped the ball on that I feel so that they could have done to help the movie sell a little bit more. Now let's continue with this video. Here we go.
See all the time coming from Hollywood. Now, whether this means that the movie is going to be totally terrible, I don't think so, but that's something that I'm going to have to check out myself. But this is what she had to say about it. Before I met everybody, I thought, oh, I really want to do this, but I only want to do it if she is a modern, not only princess, but ruler. So, of course, trying to bring in some sort of feminist message into the film, which is something that we kind of got a bit of a red flag with when we saw this pop up in the film or in the trailer for it. She's really a leader in this. I felt like we could create a more three-dimensional character that had her own agency. I was so thrilled when I first met everybody that everyone was on the same page. We all wanted to do the same thing. That just made for a very exciting process, because there are moments where I did want to call back on the original game and have that fandom pay off in that way. But also, it wouldn't have worked for the whole of the movie. She's a three-dimensional character now. You have to have colors in her voice. I just felt very grateful that I was supported every step of the way and that there wasn't any pushback. So, there's different ways that you can interpret what she's saying here, but obviously that is something that is a bit of a concern, I have to admit. So with that being said, let me know what you think about all of this.
All right. So, do I have a problem with what he said? No, that's his own opinion, because, everybody's going to have their own opinion to this movie. But let's see what this article has for us. So, I got this article from the Huffington Post, and it is entitled, Super Mario Brothers movie success is because right-wingers claim it's anti-woke. Now, whatever that means, right? So let's get into this. So the Super Mario Brothers movie was a super success at the box office over the weekend, and some conservatives had a bizarre explanation for why. Anti-wokeness. The animated film sold a whopping 377 million in tickets worldwide, which it could be more at this point. Let's see. Let's check the box office of how much Super Mario Brothers made. So as of now, worldwide, the Super Mario Brothers movie has made 531.8 million worldwide, and it's doing 283.4 million domestically, and 248.4 million in Canada. So it's doing good. Like it's doing good. Like it's no complaints from the movie studios, no complaints from the Nintendo company. So it's like, what are we arguing about here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because an actress wanted to say she wanted to play a three-dimensional princess. Like, who cares what one actor wanted out of her role in a movie? Like, come on now. Like, she's just trying to bring more to the character. That's all she's trying to do. She just wants the character that she plays to be a, instead of like a damsel in distress, she actually wants her character that she's playing to be a modern, more hip type character instead of the character that we met back in 1983 or 1984. I forgot what year it came out. I believe it came out the day it came out, I believe, if not the day after. I think it came out April. Hold on, let's check that too. September 13th, 1985 is when the very first. No, hold on. I'm saying 1980. Oh, well, okay. So the Super Mario Brothers that we know today came out September 13th, 1985. But if we go back to Mario Brothers, the arcade game, where it was Mario and Luigi cleaning up the pipes in the sewers of New York or wherever the hell they were, that came out April 4th, 1983. So when they released the movie last week, I believe it was, on the 7th, the Tuesday of that week was the 40th anniversary of Mario Brothers. All right. And then you have Super Mario Brothers 2 that came out, which was basically a rehash and reshelling of Tanuki Nuki Go Go, wherever the hell it was called. And then you have Mario Brothers 3 that came out in the same year, in the same month, but a few weeks later it came out. Mario Brothers 3 came out October 23rd, 1988, and Mario Brothers 2 came out October 9th, 1988. So yeah, we got Mario Brothers. If you guys remember that game, if you're old enough, that came out 1980 April 4th of 1983. So you was alive during those times, and you must have had a good old time with your original Nintendo Entertainment System, or the Famicom that it was called over in Japan. So, so let's see. So it did well. Now that it's done 500 and so million at the box office in its first 5 days, making it the biggest opening in 2023, despite some initial criticism for casting Chris Pratt as the voice of the mustached Italian plumber made famous in the Nintendo video games. Well, she's been in various other video games, such as Wrecking Crew and Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong, where he played Jumpman. He was originally called Jumpman, if you guys didn't know that as well. In addition, John Leguizamo, who appeared in, hold on, before I go any further. So this is what this is what these people are saying, right? So, okay, where am I? So John Leguizamo, blah blah blah. Okay, I'm right here. So this is what some of the characters are saying. They're saying Mario Brothers just grossed 377 million, a new record for animated features, despite John Leguizamo boycotting the film because it messed up the inclusion, casting two white men, Chris Pratt and Charlie Day, as the Italian American leads. Nintendo refused to let Mario Brothers go woke. So let's see what John Leguizamo had to say. So it said they messed up inclusion. Leguizamo told TMZ last week. They this included just cast some Latin folk were 20% of the population, the largest people of color group, and we are under respected. Leguizamo frustrations seem to be a source of glee for some in conservative media. So this is so that's what he had to say. So here's a beautiful picture of, well, not a beautiful picture, I'm sorry, but this is another picture of a Twitter post that says the original creator of Mario, Takashi Miyamoto, was heavily involved in the production of the animated film and insisted that it have a little plot as have a little plot as possible. Just I'm reading too fast. So he says, anime, he was highly involved with the production in the of the animated film, and insisted that it have as little plot as possible and just feel like one of the games. What's bad about that? There's nothing bad about that. It has no woke narrative, and all the characters are exactly like their original games, which is a good thing. Miyamoto, which it's a brand at this point. Mario Brothers is a brand, so just like its parent company that sells it, Nintendo, which is a brand. You wouldn't want your brand to be fucked up, or the characters that you've created over the past 40 years. You wouldn't want that to be messed up as well, because it's your baby. You looked at it as your baby, and nobody wants their baby to be out here looking crazy. So I like that he was highly involved in the process of this movie being made, because now they're consulting with him, and he's like, well, I wouldn't do that with the game. I'll have him do this. So I'm glad that Takashi Miyamoto was a part of the process. So what else do we have here? We have a good picture of Toadstool, um, Princess Peach, and Mario. This is probably when they go on their adventure. So let's continue with the article. So Turning Point USA's Charlie Kirk, which I just read, praised Nintendo because it refused to let Mario go woke. Others piled on. The stir left some people confused. One person tried to get specific on what made Mario Brothers anti-woke, which led to the head. Hold on, which led to this head-scratching exchange. So this is what people are saying. This new conservative appreciation for the film is a far cry from when the trailers first came out last fall. Back then, this is what they're saying. Back then, some conservative types got into a tizzy because the trailer featured rainbow. I'm sorry, these damn pages. Rainbow Road. Why? Is this the reason why that they didn't want to go see it? Because they saw a rainbow? They're like, oh, well, this shit is going to be woke because it has a rainbow in it. Like, what? Rainbow Road is a popular, challenging course in every iteration of Mario Kart. Everybody and their mama has tried and has failed most times running on Rainbow Road. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. It is a hard fucking course to try to complete, especially when you got motherfuckers throwing shells at you, banana peels, all kind of shit, shrinking you. Like it's a wild game to begin with, and it's a hard ass course to begin with as well. So it's like, for you to get upset about you seeing a rainbow and there's go-karts on it, and it's like, you've never played any of the Mario Kart games. Rainbow Road's been in Mario Kart since its inception. So what's the big deal? Anyway, let's continue. The climatic course for every Mario game, according to the gamer.com, one person accused producers of including woke pride flag nonsense into the film. Dude. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Like, these far lefty types, these motherfuckers is crazy. Like, you got this guy, what's his name? Steven Crowder. He wrote the anti-woke Super Mario Brothers movie just set a global record. Okay, cool. Okay, you're proud of the movie being big. Okay, that's cool. Got Mario in the cat suit, which is a suit that, you know, has, what am I trying to say? I'm all conjumbled in my head. So the cat suit is a popular suit in the newer iterations of Super Mario Brothers, mainly in the Super Mario 3D Land and 3D World games. So, you know, he gets a cat suit, you can climb up walls and all kinds of stuff. So, you know, popular thing that they wanted to include. So they're also saying this. Wait, stop, hold on. Now Super Mario Brothers isn't woke? Weren't these chuds marching up and down declaring it was woke trash because Princess Peach was shown to be competent? It's like, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's like, get over yourself, man. Like, why can't Princess Peach be competent? Why can't she be why can't she be an aware princess? Like a princess that knows, you know, we're in danger, blah, blah, blah. Instead of her going, oh my gosh, biting at her nails, like, oh my gosh, we're in trouble. Like, nah, she's helping along with the adventure. So also someone states that it's hard to find movies to see with the kids that aren't woke and full of brainwash and trash. Now, I do agree with that. I do agree with, you know, some of the shows that's out now that's on either Disney Plus or Netflix, Hulu, or whatever. I do say that, yes, most of those shows do have agendas. But instead of you complaining, you don't gotta watch. And I'm about to bring something up in just a second after I finish this article and going through these photos about something else that's going on that got they trousers in a tizzy. So ending this off says Super Mario Brothers was good. Thumbs up. So someone said, okay, so that's the next thing that I want to bring up. So I'll leave that there. So let's finish off. This article says others feared the movie would send the wrong message by portraying Mario as a bumbling and pathetic, and Princess Peach as a girl boss who saves the day. Now, like I said, I haven't seen the movie yet, but from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, as far as like reviews go, a lot of people are loving the movie. Like a lot of people love the movie to the fact that it's like, yo, I'm gonna see this like 3-4 different times. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna take my wife out on a date, then I'm gonna take the kids out and go and see it, and then I'm gonna go and see it by myself so I can relive the nostalgia. And then I'm gonna take a couple of my homeboys with me so we can relive the nostalgia of us being in my room playing this all day. Like I'll suggest anybody who's watching my show right now, if you haven't seen Mario Brothers yet, after this stream goes off, go to the bank, get some money out, go and buy your tickets if you don't, or buy your tickets online. Go to the movies, get your popcorn, your Sour Patch Kids, and your soda, and have a fun fucking time with either you and your family or whoever the hell you're gonna go and see the movie with. Have fun, all right? Go and have fun. I want y'all to go and have fun. Now let's bring up some nonsense as well that coincides with this whole like woke agenda shit, right? So the far right are battling with I guess a transgender person by the name of Dylan Mulvaney, because Dylan Mulvaney is now the Anheuser-Busch spokesperson for Bud Light now. So some people are saying this. I guess that is like Bud Light still selling beer even though crybabies like Kid Rock and Travis Strick are boycotting them. Now, I don't know if you guys seen any of those videos of these people saying, I'm not gonna fucking drink this beer no more, blah 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 blah. I wish I had the beer that I drink in like in arm's reach right now, but I drink a beer called Lion's Head. Now I'm gonna show y'all what Lion's Head looks like. I drink a beer called Lion's Head. Let me get these so this is the beer I drink. That's my beer. I love this beer. It's a little company in PA that brews this. It's This is probably the best beer I've ever tasted. Like, oh shit, they got a new flavor out? A pumpkin spice ale. I'm gonna have to check that out when pumpkin spice comes back in season. And then what's this? That's a Lion's Head Dipper. I guess that's what that is. Damn, I have to try that. I ain't never had that before. And they all, it was like this is IPA, DIPA or whatever. Anyway, they also have an IPA, a Lion's Head IPA for all the IPA drinkers out there. Yeah, this is a great fucking beer, yo. Like you can't go wrong with this beer. Like I don't know. They got a Belgian white ale now. Like I didn't know any of this. Cause I usually just get this one right here. That's right next to the Belgian white ale. The picture of the Lion's Head logo. This is what I usually get. Damn, they got a root beer too. Is that a hard root beer or is it just regular root beer? Now, I'm gonna have to go out and try all this shit now. I love this beer. There's no other beer I drink other than this beer. Like if I go out to a bar or to like a restaurant, the first thing I ask is, "Do you guys carry Lion's Head beer?" If they say no, I'm like, "Okay, well I'm fine. I'll take a shot of whatever, or I'll take a crown Crown Royal apple and cranberry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to have people break their backs to get me something. Like, I'll get what you got. So, that's the beer that I like to drink. And none of y'all saw what the hell I had on screen. I am very sorry about that. Let me take this down. Let me go back to it. So this is the beer I drink. Lion's Head. Lion's Head beer. Love this beer. Anyway, let's get out of that. And let's go back to that. So yeah, a lot of people, they got they asses all tied up and shit. And a lot of people, they're saying, what was anti-woke about it? You know what I'm saying? About the whole Mario movie and shit. So, this whole thing that's going on with this whole Dylan Mulvaney thing, because like, okay, although from what I understand about Dylan Mulvaney, he has like a large following of children that watch his videos. So I can understand that he's a spokesperson of this company now of Bud Light, and people are probably thinking that he's trying to attract minors to drink beer, which you couldn't do even if you wanted to, because for the simple fact that it's alcohol. You can't serve kids alcohol. So for them to sit here and think that we're stupid because they feel as though that this Dylan Mulvaney person is gonna sell their kids beer, I don't know what to tell them, to be honest. Like, it's beyond me, because this isn't my fight. Like, I don't really give a damn what somebody thinks about whatever beer someone's drinking, because I don't personally drink that. I don't drink Budweiser. I'll have a Corona if I don't have Lion's Head, but other than that, I'm not worried about what the hell's going on with this fuck shit that these guys are crying about. Like, it's like, get over yourself. Like, get over yourself. Like, it's not that serious. Like, yeah, if you feel disrespected that your favorite beer company is pushing like a woke agenda or something, and it's not even a woke agenda. I don't know what the fuck they keep using woke for, because the damn term woke got usurped by these assholes, and now they're using it for everything and anything. And I'll go with what Erykah Badu says about woke. It's basically another term to say thug, nigga, you know what I'm saying, black person, whatever. Like, that's what I feel. But anyway, these people are just butthurt because the marketing VP thought it would be a good idea. She wrote a statement saying that the beer had like a fratty type of like vibe to it, and she wanted to put it more in a modern time. So that's the reason why she hired Dylan Mulvaney to be the spokesperson. And that's it. And that's all that it is. And they got butthurt over that. And it's like, man, if you don't calm yourself and shut the fuck up. But anyway, everybody, that was today's episode. You heard me rant and rave about a whole bunch of things. But let's talk about the summary. If you guys have aunties, uncles, and dads, and moms, and cousins that went to Freaknik, well, next spring in 2004, I mean 2024. I don't know why I keep saying that. In 2024, all of their business is about to be out in the streets. Also, R.Kelly's new, evidence that came up with the text messages between Clary and her mother. They're very damning, to say the least. So who knows what's going to happen with that? So we'll only be speculating until something happens with that. Nick Cannon, you need to get a vasectomy and quit having all these damn kids, because it just looks weird. You got all these damn kids. Although you are a rich individual, but shit just looks weird. You got all these kids. And then, with this Super Mario stuff, I encourage everybody to go and see that movie, because I'm pretty sure everybody who's watching this has played Super Mario at one point in their lives. So, I've been playing Mario since I've been 3 years old, really. I've been playing Mario since I've been 3, and I've enjoyed it every single time. And he is one of he would be the second best favorite Nintendo character of mine. First best is Kirby. Third best is Donkey Kong. And it is what it is. So everybody, if you don't want to come up, because I do have a link pinned in the live chat, so drop that blue rectangle down. And also, I have a call-in number, 302-283-9791, if you want to call in. But if you do that, there are 3 rules. Those 3 rules are: you must be on camera when coming back here to the backstage. If you don't want to be on camera to the public, please answer the questionnaire back here. If you do or do not want to be on camera, with your name and your answer. And with both the link and the phone number, with the third rule, please silence all background noise. No one wants to hear what's going on in your life, and no one cares. So if you want to come up, please come up. I'll give you guys 2 minutes. And then if no one comes up, we'll end the show. So 2 minutes, you guys, I will give you guys. So starting now, please have at it. All right, so no one came up, so we will be ending the show now. All right. All right. So, just got a few promotions I want to get through, and then I'll get you guys out of here. Now, you are paying attention right now, so please do me a big favor. Big favor. Everyone who is watching this, please subscribe to my channel, Marcus Speaks. But also, I would like to have you guys come up and talk. And if it gets spicy ever, I would like for you guys to go to the description box, hit the Rumble link, and follow me on Rumble. Because, like I said, if the conversation gets spicy over here, if I'm simulcasting, which I can do, if I simulcast the show to both Rumble and YouTube, if things get spicy over here, I can just cut the stream over here, have everyone come over to Rumble, and we can continue the conversation. And with Rumble, we can speak as freely as we want to. So, hey man, do yourself a favor and do me a favor. Please follow me over there. All right. I do 2 shows each weekend. Show number 1 on Fridays is Marcus Speaks Play, where I play all of my favorite games and search select a few new releases. I've been in between games because I had finished. What the hell did I finish? I finished a Kirby game before I started doing like my hangout streams. My hangout streams usually be, it's when I'm in between games that I already have that I just play. Whatever. I did some Halo yesterday. Y'all can check that video out. If you check my past live streams, it's the second to last one before this one. Next week we are on the road to Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which next week I will be playing the DLC of Horizon Forbidden West, and the DLC is called Burning Shores. So depending on what the length of time it takes or whatever, which I will be paying close attention to with other game streamers and other YouTubers, I'm gonna get that timestamp, and wherever, however long it takes me next Friday, that's how long I'll be streaming. I'm gonna do it just for you guys. I forgot to turn this on. So, also with that being said, if you guys ever want to come up and hit the link, or if you want to call in with the call-in number, you can. All right, it's always available. I need to start putting the number in when I put the link and stuff up, so you guys can know where to hit me and how to hit me. But there's always rules to that, and the rules are, must be on camera at all times. If you don't want to be on camera to the public, it is fine. Please answer the question that's here in the private chat here on the backstage. And, just silence all background noise, and that's it. And also, if you could, do me this favor. Please like this video, share this video, and subscribe if you are not new here. And hit that bell icon also you can get all my notifications. And when you share this to your social medias. I only have one last thing to say. It's just some words of wisdom, and that is, please focus on getting to the money, because we all know money makes the world go round. Also, drink more water for health purposes, because it helps out a lot. Also, mind your own damn business for mental health purposes. All right. And the last and final thing is, if you don't believe a goddamn thing I said today, do your own research. It helps you out in the long run. I have been Marcus. This has been Marcus Speaks. I thank y'all for watching, and I'll check you guys out next week. Peace out.